So it's on. I don't know how many people are there, but it is on. It's on.
You know somebody's there.
There's a little number that pops up.
Okay. I just feel like I should play with them before I start. That's only 9? I've only been doing it for 3 minutes. It'll be 8 soon.
Well, we got 9 people so far.
We have 9 people? Hi guys! Hi troopers! Let's see. I am Berta J, and this is my live stream today. How's that for opening? And I want to make some date paste because I'm out of date paste. You know the rules. When I have a live show, I make something that I'm either low on or out of. I'm out of date paste. And for some of you who have not been on my live show or know anything about me, I use date paste a lot. Now it's a sweetener. Instead of sugar and all your other sweeteners, you can use this. It's wet. It's a wet sweetener. It's not quite liquid, but it's liquidy. But you've got to soften these dates first, and that's what I was doing before we started. So hello and welcome, and if you have any questions about what I'm doing or about what you've seen on my channel or other videos, just let me know and ask the question. And my son Evan is over here doing, like he always does, all the stuff behind the camera. And it's almost there. I put a timer on. Hold on. The timer's going to go off. So I put it on for about 10-12 minutes, and it's only at 7.5 now. But I think as long as they're soft, that's why I keep poking at them. These are dates. These are medjool dates is what I use for date paste. You can use any kind of date you want. Just soften it first. Make sure you also take out the seeds. They have pits. Unless when you purchase them, it says that they are pitted, which means the pits have been taken out. Okay? And I use 1 cup of dates. And I use now 3/4 of a cup of water, and it's warm or hot water. Let it boil and then pour it on here. And then before you're done, it's going to be, it's a little warm, but not that much.
How was your summer and what have you done?
How's my summer and what have I done? My summer's been good, I guess. It's been pretty good. But my husband got COVID. But he's okay now and he's back at work. But that was a trying time and a stretching time, I guess, because we had to isolate him by himself, and he didn't have a whole lot of symptoms. He took a test and found out he was, because we thought, my daughter and I especially thought, maybe he should get a test, because he had a sore throat, he was sneezing and coughing and stuff, and so a lot of flu symptoms. But then when we had him tested, yes, he did have it, and he quarantined himself for, what was it, 10 days, 2 weeks? Was it 2 weeks?
No, he didn't go to work for 2 weeks.
He didn't go to work for 2 weeks?
5 days, I forget.
Okay, yeah, 5 days is what they said. So if he felt better, they said, I guess he could unquarantine himself. So he stayed there a little bit longer than just the 5 days. I think he quarantined himself for more like 10 days. But he's fine now. Other than that, I've just been busy really with the show, with my YouTube channel, doing nice things, with my family and church. I attend church regularly, and I go there, and that's always an encouragement for me. What else do I do? Oh, I've seen my grandchildren. and I've had a good time. I haven't really taken a vacation away somewhere, but I get time by myself, which is good. I enjoy my family. I like being around them. It's okay. It's good for me. Okay, is there another question? I'm going to now take the 3/4 cup of warm water with a cup of dates. It's getting kind of mushy now, so I think it's time for me. You want a high-speed blender, because that's all you're going to do, is take 3/4 of a cup of water, throw it on some dates that you have pitted, and put them in a high-speed blender and blend them until it's smooth. It's going to get a good grasp on it.
Is there such thing as a low-speed blender?
I don't know. Is there such a thing? My son says as a low. Oh, they can hear you, right?
I think so.
As a low speed blender. I don't know. I always say high speed because I want you to put it on a high speed. Is what I mean. And get all that remnant that's in there, because that's going to all help to make this paste delicious. It's very, very sweet. Okay, so I'm going to put the top on. Then I'm going to blend it and till it gets yeah, I need this one. Thank you. Really thick. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I've got a little bit more of this hot water. I'm going to pour like about a tablespoon in. Get that water down by those blades. Okay. Okay, it's done.
Well, just say what you're making again.
Okay, I'm making date paste. Date paste. And usually when I'm not on, I make it for myself and you guys aren't around, I just stick this in my mouth and eat it. But I'll be kind and have more manners. But it's very sweet and really good. And you're probably wondering, how do I use date paste, Berta? Well, I would say use it any way you use any sweetener, any sugar. You can put it in your recipes any way you want to, but be careful because it's wet. It's a wet sweetener. It's not a dry sweetener like sugar, brown sugar or something like that. So make sure that when you do that, you adjust your other liquids so that you don't have a consistency in your mixture, whether it's dough or a batter. But generally, I just do like a 1-for-1. Okay, I'm going to show you how thick it is. We could probably have put in a little bit more water. That was about a tablespoon. Now watch this when it plops in. Can you see that? Let me try it again. Hold it up a little higher. See that? Now I know I want to make, I read and seen that there is such a thing as, I bought it in the store in a jar, is date syrup. But I know there has to be a way you can make it because it's just dates and water also. So I'll get that together and you guys will be able to do date syrup as well.
You want to tell them what that was for?
That was the timer that I was supposed to leave on for this. But I just put on a general timer for the dates to soak in hot water. That's what that was. I just go ahead.
Someone said they tried the tip on making salad greens last longer, and it worked.
It did. Now, should I tell them the story behind that?
You can?
Okay, the story behind that is really kind of funny. Is when Evan and I had just started doing the channel. We hadn't been doing it maybe a few months, a year, or something like that. It wasn't a year, I don't think. But I just wasn't very organized, and I just wanted to make this channel, do this channel. We wanted to do it. And I was always trying to figure out, what am I going to share with them? I got to share something today. We're going to film. I got to get it done so you can get it edited. And he just walks by so nonchalantly, as is his way. And he said, oh, Mom, why don't you just tell them about the salad greens? That you've been doing that for years. I said, okay, yeah, I can do it. I can do that. And that's how that video came about. It's like, I didn't know what to do. He suggested I do this because it was something that I did all the time. And it has become the highest viewed video that we have on the channel. It's over 1 million views now. And I am very grateful for that, for you guys and anybody else. And there are the naysayers and this won't work, and make sure you do this, and you're using too many paper towels, and you always have a bunch of negative people in your life. You know that? And just make sure that you don't spend your time, as Evan reminds me, trying to prove something to a negative person, because they're going to find something else to be negative about. So I just say, okay, thank you very much for your comment. Because I don't have time to be nasty to people. It's too much work. So that's how that video came about, and it's one of our favorites. And I'm still, to this day, if I were to open the refrigerator, I could pull out a big container of my greens with the paper towels in between, because it works. I don't know, I was throwing away greens every time you turned around trying to eat better. But it seemed like I threw away more greens than I actually ate. So anyway, that's how that came about. And I like to get everything. So my byline, like Emerald's, is boom, bam. Mine is get it all. Get all of the stuff that you said was your ingredient that you mixed up. Get it into wherever you need to get it, but get every drop of it.
That same person says that they reuse the paper towels that are on the top of the salad greens to clean up spills.
Exactly right. So you become very creative. You don't throw the towels away. I clean up spills. If there's something drops on the floor and I want to run and get the mop, I use it for that. You can be creative and reuse those towels. So anyway, that's a very good idea. What's her name?
Barbara Milton.
Barbara Milton. Okay, now I'm going to go do what I usually do. Okay, so forgive me. Very good. Now, that's all done. This is delicious stuff, guys. It really, really is. So with that all done, and then you just stir it up. Put a label on it so you'll know what it is in your refrigerator. And I usually just write right on the jar because you can easily get it off. I will also put I have a video with this, so I'll put that on the link to that below in the description box. That's done. But before I do that, I'm going to show you how I eat it. This is just one way, and it's really quick. If you want to, I don't know, quick breakfast, you can change out the rice cakes for toast, and or half of a bagel, or English muffin, whatever, and just take About a tablespoon. I'm fond of almond butter, but I guess that's not a tablespoon, but just spread it on. And I toasted these. These are going to be extra crunchy. And I usually get the ones that have no salt. These have a little salt or very low salt. And you spread on a little. And then you take a little bit of date paste, you plop it on top. That's all I'm using. About, what, maybe a teaspoon and a half. Because again, it's very sweet. You like sweetness, you can put on more than that. You can put it directly on the rice cake if you want to. You can use it in your recipes that call for different kinds of sweeteners in your salad dressings. You can use that. You can use this in it as well. Okay, I'm gonna try it. This is very good. Anything else? Anybody else got another question? I'll eat this.
No, someone's saying hi from London.
London?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi from Detroit.
Hi from Detroit. Hi from London.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful for you guys. Honestly, I never thought the day would come that I would be still in my house and be able to share these little tidbits that I have learned over the years. I am not perfect. I'm not going to get this stuff right all the time. And I'm just telling you stuff that I do. I don't put anything on the channel though. Evan and I have made a pact with each other that we're not going to put anything on this channel that I don't use and try out myself. If I don't use it, I don't try it out, I'm not putting it on the channel. But if I do, and it works, you guys will be the first ones after I've tried it and like it. You'll be the first ones to know about it. Because I gotta stay honest. I can't just do something for money or do it because, I don't know, for any other reason, just to get views or whatever. Not this girl. Not this woman. If it's on this channel, I've tried it. And there are some that I need to come back to you and change a little bit. And we have another type of group of videos, another little series called Recipes Revisited, because I found out the recipe that I have out there is good, but I could make it better. The tip is good, but I could make it better. And so I'm going to share those with you too.
Do you have any idea how this sweetener acts with people with diabetes?
Diabetes. You know, I don't know, but you know who would be able to tell you, because I'm not a doctor. Go to, I'll put this below too, nutritionfacts.org. Is Dr. Why can't I think of his name? Michael Greger. And he does research all the time. And this is where I really got the recipe from, was from him. And I'm sure he would have something on his channel about dates and diabetes. He's always talking about different diseases and things that are you can eat that will help. And he just does extensive research, reading all kinds of journals and magazines, medical magazines. It's his thing. He loves it. So he reports all that information so that you can just go to his website and type it in the search box, dates for diabetics, and he'll probably have something there. Okay? I don't know the answer to that question. How did I do? I didn't get all panicky.
No? You good?
This is really good.
Where do you get your scarves?
I get my scarves all over. It doesn't matter. I have gotten them at the dollar store, and I have gotten them at Lord & Taylor. You guys might not know about Lord & Taylor because I think they're gone now. Macy's. G Fox a long time ago, old, in Sage Allen, old stores up here in New England. I've gotten them at JCPenney. I've gotten a lot of my bandanas at places that are they're totally, what do you say, the store is not even there anymore. But that's where I got them. But one of the places I have gotten them recently is I needed another red one, I think, and I got it at Walmart. Walmart sells bandanas. I'm trying to think of all this. I just, whenever I see it, I like it. And I've had people give me scarves. There's a woman at church who gave me one. Gave me two, and I had something to go with one, but still can't find that right shirt to go with the other one. And then another friend gave me one, and I haven't worn that one yet. But I just get them from all over. And it's like I go in the store and I'm looking for one thing, and I go looking around, and if they have a clothing section, and I look to see if they have any scarves. Well, if there's anything that kind of catches my eye, I might buy it, even though I may not have anything to go with it. It gives me an opportunity to go get a t-shirt or something like that to go with it. But I've been buying them since I was 16 years old. I'm 71 now. You figure it out. I hope that answered her. Did she say okay?
That was the question I made up.
Oh, you made it up. Okay. Guys, I come on here for live show so that you can ask me something. Not just to sit in front of you and make something and eat it. You want one?
I can when the camera's still on.
Okay.
We've been at this for 20 minutes. We could shut it down.
Okay. Nobody has any other question?
No.
Okay. You don't have. I will stay here usually about 20 minutes or so, and if there aren't any questions, I will say bye for now. And so that's what I'm saying. And I'll make sure that I put below the link to Dr. Greger, as well as to my recipe for date paste. Delicious date paste. Okay?